folks, let's try this one more time.
Great. Have a seat. Get a chance to see me in action. Wow, I'll take your breath away.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sitcoms you forgot were hilarious.
It's kind of like she's the new Christine, which I guess would make you the old Christine. Ooh, yeah.
For this list, we'll be ranking the classic sitcoms that may not make everyday conversation, but are reliably funny from week to week. What sitcom do you feel gets forgotten? Sound off in the comments. Number 10. Third Rock from the Sun. Sitcoms don't always need to possess original ideas in order to achieve success. Third Rock from the Sun was definitely riffing on Saturday Night Live's Conehead sketch with its aliens hiding out on Earth in human form premise.
Everyone fully formed? Yeah. Everyone got 10 fingers and 11 toes? Check. Good. I guess we're in.
Heck, SNL alum and Conehead star Jane Curtin even co-stars on the show. However, Third Rock manages to succeed on account of this ensemble cast. There's remarkable chemistry between John Lithgow, French Stewart, Kirsten Johnston, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's tough to beat.
Oh, what's going on?
Dick didn't finish the status report.
You didn't!
Oh, come on, it's not a big deal. Anyway, I've had more important things on my mind.
The fish out of water gags always feel earned, and we, the audience, genuinely feel and root for these characters every step of the way. Watching interplanetary tourism never felt so funny.
Harry, how did you come up with that?
That is so brilliant. You guys, that's the topic for our poetry contest.
Uncharted territory, get a pen, get a pen.
Number 9. Spin City. The world of urban politics may not, on the surface at least, feel like grounds for comedy.
Sanitation Workers Union rejected our final offer. They are now officially on strike.
It's happening?
So let's start looking into alternative dump sites, all right? Vacant lots, barges, New Jersey.
Then again, Spin City manages to point out all the absurdities of this world in a very funny and charming way. This is thanks largely to the strength of its lead, Michael J. Fox, an insanely likable actor who manages to elevate the Spin City material to minor classic status.
Politics is all about preparation. Surprise is your worst enemy. And nobody, surprises Mike Flaherty. What? Nothing, just clearing my throat.
Additionally, the show added Heather Locklear in the 4th season, a television powerhouse with a proven track record.
What I should have said is, I know you like to be the smartest person in the room, so I'll leave.
Oh, Caitlin, they're not called comebacks because you leave and then come back.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Fox's Parkinson's may have led to the actor leaving the series, but his work on Spin City remains a high point on his small screen resume. Number 8. The Hogan Family. The story of the Hogan family is a complex one, especially for what was, normally, a routinely funny sitcom.
Every year since I was 5 years old, I've added a new ornament to my collection, and I could tell you a story about each and every one of them. Just remember that.
The show originally starred Valerie Harper and went under the titles of Valerie and Valerie's Family. However, the actor left the show following a financial dispute and was replaced in the lead role with Sandy Duncan. Now titled The Hogan Family, the show wrote off Harper's character in dramatic fashion. She died in a house fire. But this didn't stop it from continuing on as a reliable sitcom. We know we're bringing down the room, but this doesn't change the fact that The Hogan Family did just the opposite for many fans throughout its 6-season run.
We're just about to have dinner. Why don't you join us?
Well, I wouldn't want to impose on you. Well, Willie's cooking, someone's got to eat it.
Number 7. The New Adventures of Old Christine. Julia Louis-Dreyfus has enjoyed an embarrassment of riches when it comes to sitcom casting. After all, she's 1/4 of arguably the greatest sitcom of all time with Seinfeld.
I met this lawyer, we went out to dinner, I had the lobster bisque, we went back to my place, yada yada yada, I never heard from him again.
But you yada yada over the best part.
No, I mentioned the bisque.
However, this shouldn't take away from the fact that Louis-Dreyfus has done plenty of other great work on the small screen. The New Adventures of Old Christine may not be as heralded as Seinfeld, but it more than holds its own within the sitcom conversation.
Stay here. I'm gonna fix this.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll probably lie. Don't ever lie.
The old Christine gimmick is cute, but this wouldn't be enough to hold up a show. Not in lesser hands, anyway. Instead, Louis Dreyfus's comedic capability helps carry the show as one worthy of your time, especially if you didn't catch old Christine during its run.
Richard, what are you staring at?
Sorry, it's just seeing a guy in your bed. It's like seeing a Yeti.
Well, the act's coming along.
Number 6. Soap. Soap has to be one of the most unheralded sitcom hits of the 1970s.
Benson, what are you cooking?
What does it look like I'm cooking?
Well, it looks like eggs.
Good, then it's eggs.
It was surprisingly forward-thinking in its inclusion of an out-gay character, Jodie, played by Billy Crystal. Additionally, Soap absolutely pushed the envelope with regards to content. This was thanks largely to its soap opera premise, a world of exaggerated storylines where implied sexuality was never far behind.
It's not easy, you know, especially the nights, lying alone there, wondering what you and Chester are doing in bed.
Nothing. We sleep.
Oh, come on, Jessica.
No.
This boundary blurring resulted in just about everyone talking about Soap, a controversy that eventually led to critical and commercial success, and the show holds up wonderfully today as well. A great time capsule of truly daring sitcom screenwriting.
She's a wonderful girl, Ma.
Oh, tell me all about her. What's she like?
She's Caucasian, 5'5", about 110 pounds, no distinguishing marks.
Sounds lovely.
Number 5. Designing Women. There are a number of factors that retrospectively worked to make Designing Women a unique sitcom.
What's wrong? Oh, it's my neck. I've been noticing recently that it looked like somebody else's neck, and I just realized who it was. Ronald Reagan.
For starters, there's the refreshing visual of a female-focused lead cast, one that includes Dixie Carter, Annie Potts, Jean Smart, and Delta Burke, amongst others. Additionally, the show possesses an ability to balance out political commentary in a way that never feels preachy or undeserved.
That these are not our values.
I understand and I promise.
Because the way that a person looks is not important. It's what they are inside. Everything else is just superficial.
Designing Women actually focuses on many different themes throughout its run, including friendship, family, and faith. What always remains its focus, however, is humour. Designing Women is a really funny show, both then and now.
Your people are like in coal miner's daughter. I mean, everybody gets married right out of junior high.
How do you know what my people are like?
Come on, I saw Deliverance.
Number 4. Night Court. Night Court may have received a 2023 revival, but can we please all rise for the honourable OG? Said simply, there's no sitcom quite like the original Night Court.
This could go either way.
Yes.
Unless...
What?
No, I guess it's got to go either way, doesn't it?
This is a show that managed to filter out multiple characters throughout its run, yet rarely fumbled or lost any steam. It has consistently funny storytelling with a charismatic ensemble and hilarious guest stars.
Bull!
Yeah?
You know, I am sick of hearing how everybody cares for me. I am sick of hearing the word care.
The setting of a city court at night means that all kinds of wild and weird situations can occur at any time, and usually do. Additionally, actors like John Larroquette, Harry Anderson, Richard Mole, Marky Post, and more all put in the work to make this show iconic. Night Court really was that good.
You don't remember me, do you?
Of course I do. Mardi Gras, New Orleans, 76, French Quarter, snake dance.
Christine Sullivan, Legal Aid, Manhattan. I was here a year ago.
That was my second choice.
Number 3. News Radio. The phrase underrated gets tossed around a lot, and it's true that many shows can feel this way to their fans. News radio, however, is something special.
You know how they say when it's your first day in prison, you should act crazy and beat someone with a chair so nobody will mess with you?
I've never actually heard that before, Beth.
It's not only fondly remembered by those who watched it during its initial run, but also by fans of Phil Hartman, who tragically passed away during production. The episode where the characters are forced to say goodbye to Hartman's character Bill McNeil stands amongst the most heart-wrenching TV moments of all time.
Anywho, he continues, that about wraps it up for me. Farewell. Take care of each other, and I'll see you all when you get to wherever it is that I am now.
It's important to note, however, that news radio brings so much joy to the lives of those who laugh along with the WNYX radio gang. Hartman may be gone, but he and his co-stars were absolutely brilliant on this show.
Okay, now I'm sure you're all wondering why I'm here.
I think it's obvious, and I'm just glad someone finally realizes the good a professional masseuse can do for us.
No, actually, I'm not a masseuse, but I am here to smooth out some of the rough edges.
Number 2, Taxi. If you're of a certain age, it may be the theme song to Taxi you remember, as opposed to the actual programme. This may be because it was the show your parents watched before they went to sleep. However, if you do remember the original run of Taxi, then you'll also recall how this ensemble cast made the most out of a very simple premise.
Well, I don't have to worry too much about him. I'm only going to be working here part-time.
Oh.
Yeah, I have this other job where I work at...
Yeah, I know. We're all part-time here. I'm part-time. I only work 60 hours a week.
The lives of city cab drivers may not seem like grounds for comedy, but Taxi possesses powerhouse talent like Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch, Christopher Lloyd, and Mary Lou Henner. And this says nothing about the anarchic comic whirlwind that was Andy Kaufman and his fan-favourite character of Latka Gravas.
Oh, Louis, hello. You're just the man I'm looking for. Do you have the correct time? My watch stopped.
The correct time is you're 8 minutes late.
Oh, thank you.
Truthfully, Taxi is ripe for rediscovery, no matter how old you are. Before we name our number 1 pick, here are some honourable mentions. Till Death, humorous musings on family life.
Joy, what a happy name. It must be so great to go through life with a name like that.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride so far.
Still Standing, underrated and classic family fare.
Can I have a belly button ring?
Judy, can she have a belly button ring?
Can't you think for yourself?
Judy, can I think for myself?
Nope.
Sorry.
Mama's Family. Carol Burnett, alumni do Sitcom Gold.
I'm in kind of a rough patch at the moment.
How rough is this patch?
Pretty rough. We've been kicked out of our house.
What?
It's not that bad, Mama.
Barney Miller, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, before there was Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He says this man insulted him.
On zasłużył na to. To był niemili wieczór w teatrze.
He said he deserved it. Something about the theater.
Yeah, I'm an actor in the theater.
Oh, he says he's an actor in the theater.
The Drew Carey Show. Cleveland rocks.
What'll happen to us?
Well, you and me personally, we're gonna go through eternity locked in a death grip like Popeye and Bluto. The rest of the store gets laid off.
Crap.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, WKRP in Cincinnati. News radio wasn't the only sitcom to make the most out of its radio station setting. WKRP in Cincinnati is something a bit different.
Venus, my man. Yeah. No, the answer is no. Oh, now, it's not what you think it is, I swear. It's money, isn't it? Money? Yeah, it's always money, man. Oh, man, you really think you got me pinned? How much? $20? No.
This is a rock and roll show, a musically obsessed and ultra-hit sitcom for the turn of the 80s. Characters like Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap let loose with the tunes, while Bailey Quarters and Jennifer Marlowe set off water cooler heartbreak debates that still rage to this day. It's the quirkiness of these characters that make them so memorable, combined with the fact that WKRP was never afraid to get outright silly.
Oh boy, it's bad, huh?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Actually, it was quite good.
Well, I wouldn't say it was exactly good either.
No. No, you couldn't say that was exactly good.
Case in point, the infamous Thanksgiving episode. We're not going to spoil it here. We'll just let Gordon Jump's Arthur Carlson do the honors.
God is my witness. I thought turkeys could fly.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.